Hey, Rock and Rob here at Maplegrove Super Chevy Weekend, and I'm here with a real family-oriented race team, Kevin Vanderbeck and Butch. You want to tell us a little bit about your car, Kev?
Yeah, it's a 1938 Hudson, steel body, fiberglass nose, fiberglass fenders. Let's see, it's got a big block Chevy in it, 1471 blower on this thing, carbon fiber hat. We just put zoomies on, and we're looking here to get this thing down the parkway here.
You know, first of all, who's the driver and who's the crew?
I'm the driver, crew's Butch.
Hey Butch, what did we do yesterday? I mean, you're sitting number 8 on the pole. You are in the race today. You knocked out a lot of bad people yesterday, and what did you do to step it up today?
Well, today we've done a little bit of a chassis adjustment. We're going to try to set the fuel curve up a little bit better than we have for yesterday and eliminate the tire shake, and we'll get it down the road then.
Wow, that's awesome. You know, I was talking to these guys earlier, and they told me this story about this car. This was actually a kind of a barn find?
No, this was in a shed behind our garage where we ended up building it. The original owner had actually gave it to me. I asked him what it was when the shed blew over one day, and told me a 38 Hudson. He said, if you want it, you can have it. And that's the original, actually the son of the original owner. The son was 84 years old at the time, by the way. It was his father's car, but I am the second titled owner of this car.
That's crazy, man. So tell us about, are you shifting an automatic? Is it a Lenko? Is it still titled? I was talking to him, he said it's still titled or something.
Yeah, it's still titled. We're shifting it's a clutch car, 3-speed Lenko in here. Pneumatic pod shifters, push button off the steering.
Okay, now from what I understand, this class you have to be approximately in the blower class 2650 or so. What does this car weigh in at?
Oh, we can put it on a serious diet. We weigh 2850 now. We took 250 pounds out of it this winter.
Well, that sounds to me like you're still overweight.
Oh yeah. We can't get much any lower than this. We got to go to carbon fiber parts or fiberglass parts to get any lower.
Now, Butch, you being the crew, what are your intentions on the car for the season? Leave it the way it is? Or are you going to try and lighten it up or step up the tune-up? Or?
No, we're going to pretty much stick with the tune-up we got. Get all of the gremlins out of it, put a new rear end in it. We're going to change the gear set in there. We've got some issues to deal with before we start looking to go faster. We should be doing 650s. Hopefully we'll get a 650 today, and we'll stick with that until we build our body, and then we'll get real serious about going after these guys. The Hudson's a unique car. We don't really want to send it out to have a plug made because it's the only one. Plug made, we'll be racing a whole bunch of cars look like ours then. So they've been after. We've had people after this body for making a plug and knocking them out.
And you know, the crazy thing is, I never realized how wide this car is, and looking at the front of it, Butch, it looks like it was possibly chopped down some. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was a 10-inch chop. We took the car down, we raked the windshield back 48 degrees, reshaped the top, we cut it into 4-inch, or actually 2-inch strips. It's over 1,000 inches of weld in the roof of that car to get it to that shape. It was a big box when we started. The reason we thought we had a good car to work with is the width of the car. It's about 8 inches wider than a Chevy or a Ford or Willys. Actually, I think it's about 12 inches wider than a Willys. They're really narrow and real short. This had a split windshield with a rake-back windshield. All 30 cars have flat windshields. Had some pretty unique features to it. Had small wheel wells, which is a pain in the neck because every time you got to do something on the rear end, you got to take the wheel wells off. That's why we made the wheel wells to come off. And we pretty much try to keep it looking like a Hudson, but streamline it and make it race better.
Now, tell the people what a wider car and a longer wheelbase. How does that transfer to the driver? You, Kevin, how is that better than a short wheelbase or whatnot?
Well, this car's a handful right now, so I can't tell you that. This thing's all over the place, but eventually we hope it's going to be smoother and through the air. But for a car of this shape,
hence the bar adjustment.
Yes.
Whose motor are you currently using?
Well, Mike Yanis helped us with this motor. This motor dates pretty far back. It's an Aries block, big block Chevy Aries block. It's called a New Century. It's got Chuck Ford Pontiac 14-degree heads in it. It's still got a Jim Oddie cam in it. We started with Jim Oddie years and years ago, and he sold his business. So we're with Mike Janis now, who we're absolutely pleased with. This is a Mike Janis blower, hat, combination, pistons, rods, Hemi crank in this thing, Hemi flywheel, of course, and we're looking to get this thing down the pike.
Yeah, that's great. You're doing a great job. I mean, yesterday I watched you tear off a nice pass, and when everyone wasn't making it down, you seemed to find your way down the track. Hats off to you on that driving job.
Yeah, it was. We were shaking all through the top of first gear, so I short shifted. She got a little squirrely on me, throttled it up, back up to second gear. She jumped on going into third gear, and then I could throttle it right then. And that's why I ran 196 mile an hour, 725.
Yeah, in the heat of the day, it was like 200 degrees out, but is there any other sponsors you would like to thank? And also, you know what, I want to get your thoughts on this Northeast Outlaw Promods series. I mean, what do you think about the series?
I love this series. I love that Velvet. Most of his races are here in one day. Most of us working men, and we go to the track, we do our thing, and qualify and race out in one day. Top 8 make it. I love that. I love that deal, be able to get it done in one day.
Yeah, right on. And you, Butch, the same?
Oh yeah, but we enjoy the Super Chevy show, the 3-day shows now and then, but the 1-days are the ones we like.
Hey guys,
thanks, Rob.
Great talking to you, man.
Thanks.
Yep, thanks, Rob.
Thank you.